Welcome back, everybody. The second half of action just about ready to get underway in this Fox Valley Association matchup on Time Warner Cable's high school game of the week. 21-7 the score at the half. Kaukauna with the lead. And our microphones are working again. Our instant replay is working again. Everything is working again. The stat man is back.
Yes, it
and
is.
Timmy, fill us in on what happened in the first half, please.
Well, for Kaukauna, they carried about 18 times for 86 yards on the ground. 3 of 7 through the air for 98 yards. Total offense, 184 yards. For Kimberly, they were 5 for 13 through the air for 73 yards. 17 carries on the ground for 42 yards. The total offense, 115.
And it all adds up to a 21-7 lead for the Kaukauna Galloping Ghosts. Kaukauna's first drive, 4 plays, 30 yards. Jason Fransky, 22-yard run. Mike Freeman then hit Jake Vandeloo on a 43-yard touchdown pass. Kimberly got back on the board as Ryan Hermes connected with Stephen Hurley on an 11-yard touchdown pass. And then Kaukauna wrapped up the scoring in the first half after recovering a fumble. After Kimberly had recovered a Kaukauna fumble, they ran it down to the 1-yard line, and quarterback Mike Freeman went in with the QB sneak with 30 seconds left in the half, and it's a 21-7 lead for Kaukauna. Kimberly will kick off, and the Ghosts will get possession first. It's a short kick, taken at the 10. Brought out to the 20 before. Travis Fisher had a fantastic 70-yard return on the kickoff. A couple of big plays for both teams here, but it's Kaukauna with the lead on the scoreboard. 1st and 10, and they go back to the ground. Here's Vandeloo running. He'll pick up 7, only behind Oshkosh North and Appleton East. Again, Vandeloo on the far side, and he's wrapped up and dropped. Kaukauna has gone to the air 7 times in this game. Instead, they keep it on the ground. Fransky hit at the line of scrimmage. He lost a few more yards, this time getting in there for Kimberly with Sean Van Offeren. And this will be a pivotal series coming up here for the Papermakers. They need to get into the end zone. And it takes a Kaukauna bounce inside the 30 at the 27. Sievers looking for some running room, dragged down on the far side, hustling downfield. See if Kimberly can get something going on offense this time. Had a couple of big penalty from Kaukauna before. Gratke with some nice running. Gain of about 5. Boy, did they have a great year. That wrestling program has just gone bonkers down in Kaukauna. Under pressure, Hermes fires it downfield. This could go either way, and it's tipped away, and now they're going to call a penalty against Jason Fransky, who was all over Stephen Hurley as far as good coverage goes. I didn't see much contact that would have precipitated a flag being called, but
Pretty touchy call.
So it's at the midfield stripe, just inside of Kaukauna territory. 1st and 10 for Kimberly. And nothing doing this time. Jay Van Step Out, Tim Worth, Jonathan Johns, the award-winning Time Warner camera crew with you. Friday night football here in Kimberly. Fox Valley Association matchup. Kaukauna on top, 21-7. Quarterback keeper. And a loose ball. Travis Tricky tried to tear it loose from Ryan Hermes, the Kimberly quarterback. 3rd down and 8. Split the backfield, receivers wide and left. Hermes under pressure. He'll go down for the first time in the game. The Kaukauna defense gets in. Steve Heindel.
Time to punt.
Number 21, Craig Garvey, back to receive for Kaukauna. And I got to get the binoculars out. I'm getting old. I can't see that far across the field anymore. Also back to receive for Kaukauna was Travis Fisher. And it is Garvey getting it to the near sidelines before the ball is ripped loose. 6:41 to go, 3rd quarter. Both teams running a couple of plays and then being forced to punt here. And let's see who we're going to get a whistle against this time.
Too much time.
Somebody jumped on the defensive line, so I got a feeling they're going to call this against Kimberly again.
Yep, you're right.
They got to be pretty close to double figures for penalties in this game. 1st and 5. And Kaukauna says we'll keep it on the ground. We've had a lot of success there. They hand it off up the middle. Well, there is a huge crowd on hand here for this contest. Had a chance at halftime to talk with Big hole up the middle now. Some running room for Fransky across midfield into Kimberly territory down to the 38-yard line. First and 10 at the 37. And right to the line of scrimmage goes Vandeloo and nothing doing. On the near side, Andy Vandenhavel. And the handoff goes to Fransky left side. 3rd and 6. Kaukauna has not gone to the air in this half yet. Fransky, running room left side. He's at the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown! Fransky with his second big run of the night at 34-yard touchdown scamper. Look for him to start putting down the pressure on the quarterback a little bit. Point after attempt is wide to the right. No good. That could be a big PAT. We'll find out. Kick is coming up after this on Time Warner Cable's High School Game of the Week.
And took off 2.5 minutes off the clock.
Here's the kick. And it will be taken back at the 7-yard line by Gratke. He's got some running room as he returns it out to the 38-yard line. And now let's see, the Kimberly offense is going to have to start going fast and frequently to get back in this game. Back to pass.
He's got a man wide open.
Caught fumble, and it just gets out of bounds. It's going to be Kimberly ball. Jake Vandeloo, we're happy to say, went off the field on his own. Actually ran off the field. He just had a cramp and he had a little bit of blood. So new WIA rules say you cannot have any athlete participating with any blood showing. So they had to bandage him up real quick. Should be back in the very next play, I would think. He has to sit out at least one. 1st and 10 for the Papermakers in Kaukauna territory. Now they go back to the ground with the handoff to Greg Sievers. Kimberly really hasn't done that much on the ground in this game. I think they're going to have to stay in the air if they want to have a chance of getting back into the contest. Here comes the quarterback, firing.
Almost.
Again, his man fell down. One-on-one coverage. Hermes fakes the handoff. Fires, completes. Nice catch. First down by Kevin Gratke. Fingertip catch. Matt Merckx brings the play in for the Papermakers. Now they go to the ground. Sievers dodging one tackler. Getting in there for Kaukauna was number 77, Steve Heindel. Here's Hermes, this time under heavy pressure. Now he's firing into the end zone. Has a man knocked away at the last second. Fine defensive play by Kaukauna's Travis Fisher. Hermes back to pass. Again,
he's got a man wide
open. Kaukauna didn't make the adjustment. Touchdown as it goes into the hands of Ben DeCook. And on to try the extra point is Ryan Albrecht. He slices it through. I thought he might have missed it. Big extra point right there. It's 27-14. Kimberly's kickoff when we come back. Kimberly trying to make a game out of it. They've cut the lead to 27-14. After that 25-yard pass completion from Hermes to DeCook. Here's the kick taken at the 15. 20-25 and knocked out of bounds right there by the Papermakers. Heavy duty hitting going on. Kaukauna would like to score again. They'd also like to burn some time off the clock in the process. And they'll keep it on the ground and try to stuff it up the middle to Fransky. Kaukauna keeping it on the ground, and that Papermaker defense starting to swarm. But does Kaukauna take a chance down here, or will they stay on the ground and play conservative? They'll go on the ground. And a nice tackle in the open field. Play going a little limp now on the pole. It was blowing straight from one sideline to the other, straight across the field, gusting up to 25 miles per hour. Now it's time down. Here's the punt. A nice punt. And it will be taken at the 37-yard line. Kimberly will have excellent field position at the midfield stripe after the return from Kevin Gratke. Kimberly will get one play off here. One-on-one coverage on the right side for the Papermakers. Here's the pitch. And some running room. Sievers cuts back into the middle. He'll be stopped short of the first down, but he picks up a nice gain of about 7. And it will be 2nd and short coming up for the Papermakers when we come back for the 4th quarter of action here on Time Warner Cable's High School Game of the Week.